Hello friends, Heather here, and today I'm going to share with you all the pieces from a new digital collage sheet that I just recently created, and I'm going to show you how to make a super cute Christmas ornament with these images here. Alright, so the base is going to be a large star with some holly and music background and a nice pink color, and our focal image is going to be these two adorable little angels holding some Christmas holly. And there's like a little text writing behind them. Let's see. The next part will go just below, and that's going to have one of these super cute Christmas bells images on it. And then we'll have a little tiny white star at the very bottom, like a creamy one. So let's see, get all three of the things in here so you can see them, with a little teeny tiny cardinal on it. Or you can embellish it some other way. So if you print out my digital collage sheet set, there's 2 pages, and on the first page you're going to get one of the large stars that's for the front, and then you're going to get both of the focal images. They're the same, it's just they're flipped. And then the same thing with the bell images, and then the star images here, and these smaller cardinals, the "We Wish You a Merry Christmas" and "A Happy New Year." And my printer printed a little funky. You can see there's a little bit of green, like right there, that line. Like I think it might be running out of ink. And then there's the other star. So if you print out the first page and the second page only one time, you're going to get enough to decorate the front and the back of your ornament. So you can have one star here, take the other star, put it on the back, and then I flipped these so that this way you can have something on the front that's identical to the back, so it looks the same. And the only difference is that one side will say "and a Happy New Year," and the other side will say "We wish you a Merry Christmas," but it can all line up so it'll look nice and pretty. And then it's the same thing with these stars. So now if you wanted, you could print out the front sheet just once, in the second sheet just once, and instead of having one ornament, you could have 2 with all the little pieces hanging. Then I also included a extra set of these blue stars, and I created a larger cardinal image. So if you want to do just a simple cardinal one, there is like a blank space on the page, you know, just little spaces in between these big stars, and I thought, well, if you're going to be printing something out, might as well have something else pretty to print on there. So this is just kind of like a little freebie ornament, which I'll put together after I do the main one. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start inking my edges with Ranger's Distress Ink and frayed burlap. So I'll go ahead and do that, and I'll just show you real quick how I do that. And I'm going to start with my star image here. And you'll notice that I have like a little white around the edge of my star there, which doesn't bother me so much because I usually put glitter and stuff on my pieces. But if you have a digital machine and it's cutting it out for you, you can always go back and use a little craft knife and trim it. But since I'm going to be gluing mine to the front to the back, I'll just do all my trimming after. And actually I could just do all my inking after as well. So all right, just go ahead and finish doing this one. All right, and I'm going to do the rest off camera, and I'll be right back. All right, I have all my edges inked, and they look all pretty and vintagey, even more so. And I'm just going to slide all these out of the way for a second because I wanted to show you. I had print my second sheet with just the big stars on it separately, or like on a I made it a little bit bigger. So I printed like with the borderless option. So my back star is a little bit bigger than my front star, which is perfectly fine because then it'll just be easier to trim and line up. But you should be able to print them out, cut them out, and if you wanted, you could leave a little white space around the edges of both of them and then line them up front to back and then glue them together and cut them out. So I do that a lot, and I don't really ever have any issues. But I was goofing around with my cutter, and I forgot that I had made it a little bit bigger. So, but it all works out. And I just had some Kirkland glue from Costco, or Scotch glue sticks from Costco. Get a big, huge pile there. And then if you look at the front, I've kind of got the same images. I'm just gonna flip it over here. And like I said, you could just you just move your star around until they match up. So, because they'll that's kind of how they are. So, like if you look at them, let's see, these two will go together and they flip this way, and then they line up, and then you just do a little trimming, and you're good to go. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and give that a mush. Add a little bit more glue. Okay, do the same over here. And I could use my Dry's Clear glue, but I don't have that sitting next to me right now, and I don't feel like looking for it. So I'm just going to use the glue sticks, and that's doing just fine. All right, so I'm just going to use a paper trimmer with a craft knife. Just trim this up. Just so you can see. And then what I'll do is I will go back and I will ink my newly cut edges all the way around on both sides. And 2 sheets of this cardstock here makes a really nice base for your ornament. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead, finish trimming this up, and then I'll be right back. So one other thing, when you are putting your 2 pieces back to back, I like to have like a little scrap piece of paper with me sometimes. And then that way I can make sure that I can get around the edges with my glue easy without getting it on my craft mat. So, and then just go back and get the center, get that out of the way. So I'm gonna go look at the 2. You see how they're reversed? And then you can just line them up and give them a little mush together. There we go. Super cute. And then I'm gonna, you could go, you'll see there's like a little teeny tiny overlap there. So if you want, you can go back and trim that, or you can just ink your edges, which is what I do, and you can't really tell the difference because if you add glitter and all that stuff, it's just a added step. Sometimes I wonder why I even ink things because I add so much glitter, but I just like the way it looks. So and if it still stands out a lot, you can go back and trim it. So I'll just go ahead, and it's kind of hard to even see it really, but teeny bit. And teeny bit here. Okay. All right. Super cute. So I got 2 bases going on here. Got the top one. And then the next one down. Maybe if I zoom out a little bit. Let's see. There we go. Can scooch this back a little bit. And then we'll have this last one here. So I'm going to go ahead and add some glue. some big hunks there. Right. I just kind of use my fingers to guide it into place there. All right. Now there's all three. My super little tiny one, super cute. And that will go right here. So we'll have this nice long hanging ornament. And of course you could just make each one of these individual ornaments even, and just have them as smaller ones. Ooh, it's gonna look so pretty. I'm gonna love it. Okay, I'm gonna grab some pop dots and I'll be right back. All right, I went ahead and I have added foam tabs to the back of my angel focal here. And you'll notice that I just have 6 of them. And I kind of have them lined up so that I know that they'll all fit on the actual tag base here, the star. And I did punch a hole in the top and the center of the bottom of the star here. And then I did the same thing on the second one. Got one in the point on the top and then the center where the two meet there. And then on the last one, I just have a little tiny hole with my crocodile on the top. I have 3 little tiny half pieces of pop dots that I stuck on the back of my cardinal so that he can go on here. And then on the back of my bell focal, I've got 4 pieces, whoops, which I have placed on there. So if I decide I want to add like some ribbon and stuff in between, I can do that. And plus this will also allow us to use whatever we're going to use to tie the pieces together, be it jump rings or something, ribbon, whatever you want to use. That way it won't interfere with your image. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just place these on my pieces and I'll be right back. All right, I just wanted to show you a close-up. This is super cute. And even just the big star all by itself would make a super cute ornament. And if you wanted, you could leave the back just like this. And another option is you could print one of my Christmas papers on the back of your digital collage sheet. So you could print out the collage sheet and then put your paper back in your printer, and you'd want to do a test run with your own printer and then print one of my digital papers on the back, because I do have some holly papers that would look really cute. And then that way these pieces would already be colored on the back and it would look really cute as well. But I was thinking I would go ahead and I'm just going to add the same images to the back. So that's what I'm going to do with that one. I wanted to show you an up close of the little bells. Super cute on the teal color. Same with the back here. Easy peasy. Just stick it on the back and line them up, and then the front and your back will be pretty. And then I decided with the cardinal to offset him just a little bit, because I think I'm going to put a vintage button here, maybe a little charm or something, and like some baker's twine to dress it up a little bit. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add these back images real quick. So, and I'm going to just thinking, let's see, I'll grab some pop dots and do that. So I just have some Tombow foam tabs here, and let's see, 1, 2, I'm just going to use 4. Maybe I'll use one in the center up here. I don't remember how many I used the first time, so we'll just go like this. That should be good enough. And take these off. And then I'm going to line this up just again, being that I'm going to move a little closer to me, so I don't know if I'll be on camera or not, but there we go. Super cute, if I do say so myself. Reminds me of an old Victorian like paper ornament. All right, so I'm going to grab my "And a Happy New Year," And I'm just going to actually put some glue on the part that's like central that I know is going to be on top of this dress here. And again, I'm just going to line it up with my other one, so I kind of know, you know, where it goes. That looks good. And like I said, even this by itself looks super cute as an old, like those Germany Christmas ornaments. They always have beautiful ornaments in Germany. I have a few I've collected over the years. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead now. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And do the next two the same way. And I'll do those off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just focus on the top part of the ornament here. And I just wanted to show you really quick that I have a vintage button that comes with some thread already in it, which is awesome. And then I have a deep ivory mulberry rose, which I bought from Really Reasonable Ribbon. And I'm also using some pink organza from Really Reasonable Ribbon. And all I did was take a straight piece, just like this, and I just tied a knot in it. So nothing special. And then I trimmed my edges, or my ends, so that they would look like a letter V. So I'll go ahead and do that on this side so you can see what that looks like. So I'm going to cut on the fold, and if I'm holding the ribbon away from me, I'm going to cut on the fold away from me on an angle to the two edges of the ribbon so that they're what become the point. And there you go. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue these things in place, and I will be right back. And whenever you're putting your little tiny piece of ribbon in here, just remember that we have the hanging opening here, a little hole there. So I'm going to make sure that the knot rests above that hole so that it doesn't get in the way of the hanger. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. All right, I just wanted to show you that I added some vintage lace here on both sides, and then I put two of the little Mayarts leaves, which you can get from Really Reasonable Ribbon, here and there. And I found a little pearl in a champagne color, and I just get those at Joann's or Michael's. They're pretty cheap. You get a whole bunch for like a little bit of money. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a little drop of glue here on this leaf edge, and I'm going to take another champagne pearl, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it on my pen, like a little stick pen that actually goes into my applicator for my dry clear glue, and I'm going to set this on here. And what that does, just using the pen helps you sit it on the piece, but also that way just the regular pearl is showing up and you don't see the little holes which are on the sides. So otherwise the hole will probably be the part that shows up because it'll just want to roll to that spot. And this is dry clear glue, so it will dry clear. You won't have to worry about how it looks like that if it's going to be white or something. So I'm going to go ahead and let this dry, and then I'm going to start to add some glitter. So I'm just going to show it to you again real quick. This is looking super cute, and I'm really liking it even as itself is just one single ornament. I'm going to go ahead and let me see where my other one is here. I've got this one, and I'm not sure if I'm going to really add too much to it or not. I'm going to see what kind of little embellishments I've got sitting around. I have, my basement is like a huge mess, and I've done a lot of, we did some remodeling, and I put all my crafty supplies in the very back of an area, and then put all of the stuff that I needed to go through and get rid of things in front of it to keep myself from getting to my fun stuff. And now I really wish I hadn't done that, but what can I say? All right, so I'll be back in a couple minutes after that dries, and I'll start adding some glitter. Okay, I decided to go ahead and just add 2 of the moss green leaves to my little cardinal image here at the bottom, and then I have another vintage button which I'm just going to stick on top. And I've got a nice big pool of glue there, and that's the dry clear glue. And I'm just going to adjust that to a way that I like it. There we go. All right. And it's dry clear glue, but I'm just going to go ahead and get the excess and kind of pile it up underneath the button. There we go. And I think I'm going to turn it just slightly. There we go. And give you a little close-up so I can add some glitter to it next. Maybe I'll add another, like a couple pearls. Let me see what a pink one would look like here since I have one available. I don't know. I think I'm just going to leave it as it is for right now. And if I can think of something else that I'd like to add to it, then I'll do that. Okay, my first piece has dried, and I'm going to go ahead and use my Art Glitter Dries Clear glue and my fine tip applicator to add some glue to the banner piece here. I'm going to add fauna glitter. And I think that what I'm going to do is go ahead and do these wings here too. That way I just know that they're already done since I'm going to do them in the same color anyway. Okay. And fauna is number 208. But any kind of old white type color would work. It's just this is a really nice vintagey mix. So there we go. And I have my piece of regular computer paper below so that I can knock off the excess and then put it back in my container. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to outline the edges of my heart once it dries with some more glue, and then I'm going to add some Just Peachy glitter, number 162, and that will just go right around the outside here. And up here, and then I'm going to add some fresh green to my holly and probably some garnet to the holly berries. Garnet's number 349 and fresh green is number 312. There we go. And then I will be back. I might look for a color to do the dresses with, but I may just leave them as is. I haven't really decided yet. So I will be back once that's finished because I think you've seen me use my fine tip applicator in my other videos enough that you don't really want to watch me continue to glue and glitter. So I'll be right back. Okay, I have the largest ornament finished here. And I just wanted to show you the fresh green glitter and then the garnet glitter that I used for the holly berries. And then I decided to add just 3 little dots of a gold colored glitter, and that is called Solaria, number 134. Just because I didn't want to do all of their hair, I think it would have been too much. And so that is all the colors I added there. I did use the lion's mane on the yellow dress, and on the blue dress I used watercolor. So give you a little close-up of the flowers and all the pearls. I think it turned out super cute with all the glitter. And then that's how it looks if you decided you didn't want to do glitter, and it still looks really pretty. And this is the and have a happy new year side. So I will just do the back sides pretty much the same as I have done the front, so you can go ahead and do those on your own if you like. Then I have the second one, and I just went ahead and glittered that. So on my bell images, I used lion's mane, which is number 196. And then on the outside here, I used the watercolor on the star, number 272. Fauna for the little bow, which is number 208. And then I used the same fresh green, which is 312. On the holly and on the berries, I used garnet, number 349. So at least I think it's 349. It is. It's just a little bit. It's been around a while. Okay. I also have the little tiny cardinal all finished up. And I added the same garnet to the cardinal, and for the beak I used lion's mane, and then I used fauna around the edges. So I just wanted to talk about all the different things you could do with these really quick. You could do them all as individual ornaments, kind of how I have them here. If you had like a little feather tree, these little ones would be super adorable on a feather tree. Actually, they would all be pretty, but the little ones, I love little things. Otherwise, we can do, like I had mentioned that I would do with this one, is I would make one long, large ornament. Let's see if I can zoom out here. Oops, too far, you see all my mess. But there's the top one, the middle one, and you can just put these together with like a jump ring, or you could put them together using ribbon and then tie like a big bow at the top. It would look really, really pretty. Now another idea is that you could take these and you could have this one in the center, and you could print out a couple sets, and you could do like a little banner. So you could have this in the center and then have one of these on the side. Let me see if I have any more of the, I think I've got like another one of the stars, just so you get like the idea of what the banner would be like. I don't have any more of the little tiny ones, but you get the idea. And you could also switch these out with my other angel ornament, and I do plan on doing some other ornaments, and it would make a really pretty Christmas banner. So I'm gonna let you go now, and then I will take some pictures of the final and add those to my blog post so you can see how I decided to finish them up. It's just that unfortunately I can't get to my jump rings or any of my wire stuff because it's all in that area that I can't reach. Although I do have this red wire, and I thought about using that, but I want to kind of keep to some vintagey pastel type colors. So thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email or leave me a comment below. And again, it's like you can do either 3 individual ornaments with fancy backs, or you could do 6 ornaments and then have the backs be plain, or you could do like a large ornament. And then there is also the other set, which would just be a bigger, like one of those with the green that you also get with that collage sheet. So $6 collage sheet can get you many different fun things that you can do. Have a great day, and thank you for watching.